Yarmouth trainer Erica Samuel's kennel is very much a family affair, with Erica, her husband Roland, son Craig, and nieces Chloe and Sophie.
I just think we're different because, we've all started from family, we've all been into it young ages, and like any other family, we all argue, but get things done. We all muck in together, and there's no organisation, but it's just it is organised chaos.
Everyone that works here is part of the family to a degree, and that's how it's always been. It started off as a hobby, and really I suppose it is still a hobby for everyone that's involved. You like to see the dogs progress and see what you can get out of them, and everyone's got different ways of training them. I train them different to how Mum does, and she trains them different to how Chloe would, and it's nice to see you have your own sort of set of dogs really, and you do them ones and then see how they come on really.
And the dogs here, they respond really well to all of you, don't they? Which I guess in turns mean they're happy and hopefully run better.
Yeah, well, we all sort of spend more time with one or the other, but they seem to take to one of us, and then, that's like one of our group of dogs, and they sort of pick us really.
What are your sort of training beliefs that you've acquired over the years? What's important in making a dog run well?
Tender loving care, clean beds, make sure they're wormed regular, fleed regular, and live in a happy environment.
I think they've got to be happy and enjoying life, and then you'll see what their potential is, which some are completely different. I mean, some you'll have in there and they're jumping around, they're full of life. You take them to the track and they're all a bit sort of like, what's going on here sort of thing. But around the people that they know, they're completely different, as I'm sure a lot of them are everywhere. You can always get the friendly ones, and you always get the ones that are always a bit sort of shy, they're always the pretty ones that everyone wants to come and fuss and pet, and they're always the ones that always sort of go, well, no, I don't know about you, I think I'll keep over here. But I think the main focus is having them happy, giving them the right food and the right regime and things, get them into a routine, and then they know sort of what's going on. They know better than we do what time of day it is.
As with most trainers, for you it's very much a way of life. In fact, you live just directly opposite your kennel. Is it a lifestyle that you enjoy?
Well, yes, but it's 24/7, because if you hear a dog barking, I come out and make sure everything's all right. If anyone else is here, they just leave and they say, well, it's just Mum, dog's barking. But I say, well, no, I need to just make sure everything's all right. That's just how I am, I worry too much, they tell me that, yeah.
Obviously your mum, your dad and Chloe all live on site here, and it almost feels like the dogs are part of your extended family.
Yeah, I think Chloe would have 10 at home if she could, but she likes to keep them all because she gets attached to quite a few of them, and Mum's in and out all the time. They bark, she's out just to make sure that they're all right and no one's out there sort of thing, whereas Dad, he don't hear nothing, he's normally asleep on the settee, pretending that he's watching the telly But yeah, they are definitely just an extended part of that, and much like the owners, most of the owners are family friends, and that's sort of how we keep it really. You love the dogs, and you want to see the best for them, and you always hope that there's a couple in there that are at the top of the game, and you can see where you can go with them. But you have more fun with the ones that you come to enjoy. They're just graded dogs that you can play about with, and they're always happy to see you.
What are your sort of ambitions in the sport? Where do you see yourself in years to come?
I do see myself possibly as a trainer. Whether it's a top trainer is another matter, because you're only as good as your dogs. But I am very big on dog training, so I potentially think you could possibly incorporate the two and, help the behind dogs get better and improve, for example, trapping. You could possibly teach them to trap a bit better.
Any ideas how? I'm sure everybody will be very interested.
I can't divulge those secrets because someone might steal it. But yeah, basically just through the use of clicker training and stuff. I mean, it might sound silly to some people, but when you get into it and do all the courses and everything that I've done, it could be a possibility.
Of course, I met you many years ago when I came here to meet Do It for Twiggy, who was a dog that really put you on the map. That must have been a period of time that you really enjoyed.
Well, it was. I remember seeing Twiggy run when he was with Brian Everett at the track. Brian had him as a puppy, and he was doing 27.90s then, a long, long time ago. And I thought then, what a lovely dog. And when he came to us, it was over the moon really, because I think he's probably the best dog we've ever had,
Do you dream of getting another one like him?
You can always dream, but it just happens, doesn't it?